All right, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Ba boom, boom. Ba boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. I was thinking of playing Subnautica today, but like, I don't know how much time I'll have, so we'll just do some development instead. Ba boom, boom. Godot. Godot. So I feel like I'm struggling a little bit with how I want things to progress in this clicker game. Something to tie the loop together, because for whatever reason, like when I'm making something, this could be anything. It could be like food. When I eat my own food, it is like the most neutral kind of taste that I can get out of food, but like I don't know how to, like it never tastes good to me, my own cooking. And I get the feeling that this will apply to games as well. If I'm making a game, like it'll never feel like it's good to me. I don't know if this is like a mental thing or what. So I'll need other opinions, I think. Boom, boom, boom. Let me change the music actually. That ain't it. We'll do this today. This works. All right. Does anybody else have that issue? Like you cook food and like it never tastes good to you, but other people say it tastes good? Because I don't know what that is. The issue is food someone else cooks is better. I mean, that is what it always feels like. It always feels that way. But like there's no way that my food never tastes good either. It's just like it feels like there's something there that's kind of, it just tastes completely different. Like if I know I made the food, like for whatever reason, it just tastes completely different. Like it feels like it's something psychological. Like if I work on something, it feels like the work I do is never good enough. That like, but I know that that's not how you should feel. So it's like I have doubt in my own abilities, even though I know that they might be good enough sometimes. So it's like I'm aware of this kind of thing. And I think that doubt just kind of reaches over and affects how the finished, whatever I finished feels like. Like I'm never truly satisfied with it. But if somebody else does something, I'm way more likely to be satisfied about like what it does. So they're kind of doing work now. Look at them go. So player data is something that should be. Okay, so if we're gonna have a menu, it's probably gonna be the book. The book will probably be the menu. So the question is, how do we organize all this data now? I don't know how to organize all this data. So what is that thing that I feel? It's like, I guess you could say it's a kind of imposter kind of thing. Imposter syndrome. I probably have some of that. Puchas, not purchased. We still haven't fixed that. It's fine. So the question here is, what can be the unlocks for this? Maybe there do need to be. I was thinking of having one kind of currency for the most part, but I feel like a second one would benefit. It really feels like it would. It absolutely feels like it would. Rather than you getting a prize every time you finish, I think it needs to be a second kind of currency. This feels like the right answer. I've been testing out other incremental games, and it feels like they use multiple currencies when trying to accomplish different things. So, so anything related to this kind of little clicker guy can have currency 1. It'd probably be good to write this out, actually. Let's do to-do. Okay. So this actually is done. This is done too. This is actually done too. Okay, this is cool. So I'm kind of thinking that eventually, like, you can opt for it, but you can get little helpers that will find stuff in the paintings for you, and they'll automatically find the little hidden buttons, but they'll start off like really slow, and they would be like a kind of thing that you can make better and better over time. I would need to figure out how that works though. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Yeah, I'd need to figure out how that works. So there is still some stuff to iron out here. But I would like to iron this out all this month, if possible. So we can have a fully functioning game. We are getting to the incremental part though, which is good. And we certainly did get all this working now. This is cool. Hey Dex. I don't know if you saw yesterday, but like I have like a super basic menu right now that like I unlocked a bunch of stuff here. And now they all have like their own levels and stuff and they can pop in. And boom. We got Bunosaur. So we could throw them out there, start working. So they all have different levels because like been finding them. I was thinking that so at the end of each stage, I was thinking that the the way that it's currently doing it, like you finish the stage and it gives you a prize immediately, like this might not be the best way to do it. I think a second currency really might be the right direction. Like it adds an extra step in between receiving prizes, but like I think it makes sense to like the flow of where this game is going, because when you finish a stage, it'll just add a currency into your wallet for you to do something, and like this, eventually you'll have a little helper that'll help you find all the stuff in the picture if you opt in for it, but like you would have to purchase that with currency, I think. The ink drops and that's how you get to buy the canvases. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking that it would have to be something separate, yeah. The ink could absolutely be one thing. Like maybe these little guys could be getting, like, to me what makes most sense is that these guys earn ink. You use ink to buy a canvas, and then the canvas will give you a separate currency. Yeah, the little butt is like the cherry on top. Like that thing is amazing, because people will look at that and be like, does that thing have a butt? It's so perfect. It's like completely unexpected. And those are like the little details that just make everything so perfect. Like, is that a crack? But yeah, I think there needs to be a kind of back and forth here. And the back and forth would be that these guys would be earning currency for you to spend here, or on upgrades to some kind of upgrades to earn more currency to spend here. And then this would give you currency to get more of these guys or little helpers or etc., that kind of thing. Right, decorations, which all part of the etc. But I mean, like this would be like, so you can opt to buy I think so for the workers, it would be like opening a pack of cards. It would be like opening a pack of cards and you'll just get like a random one. Like the way we currently have it. But when you buy a worker, it'll kind of just give you a random one that you just pray you get the one that you want, I guess. And then for the rest of the stuff, like you could buy directly. Yep. Yeah, the random I think is good. Dun, dun, dun. The nice thing about the rand, so the way I was thinking too is like, so you get random packs, right? Say you get Coco, and then you get another random, you get another Coco. The Coco will become level 2. And I was just thinking of having the levels increment like that. They could just increment like that. And then their stats could just scale on that level. Any skills? I'm not sure, but like that could absolutely be what happens. So, and I was thinking for this little menu that I have here, I mean, we could put it in the book, which is still the sticker book for some reason. I still haven't updated that. But we do need a kind of menu to pick from. Boom. So I guess I can go ahead and try and throw that in there. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. How much code is this? It's barely any code. So I'll probably rewrite this, do a book with it. And this will be one of the tabs in the books. Will you have a limit on the scale? For the limit on the scale, probably not. If people want to just keep going higher and higher, like, more power to them, I guess. More power to them. But I was also thinking that like the for these canvases, if we have a second currency, it might not make too much sense to have to purchase these. It might not make too much sense. So these can just like automatically respawn after they finish. Is what I'm thinking. But I'll have to figure that out too. I'll leave it this way for now. But definitely when the little helpers come in, like a new canvas. Yeah, so it'll finish, it'll show the colors. You'll get a currency and then it'll spawn a new canvas. Like it'll just kind of go like this. We probably don't need this. We'll just do like a currency or something. And then it'll just go next. Ooh, when we're in this view too. It's got to be like unlocked or something though, right? Got to feel like you did something. Right. MTX? Ivy? What you talking about? What's MTX? The Matrix? Whoa. 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 How you doing? Whoa. 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 Microtransactions. I guess we're like a virtual currency, not real currency. It's a clicker game. So you're earning like in-game money that gets progressively more and more. Yummy! These are pretty yummy, I will say that. You see these butt cheeks on this guy right here? Look at that. You see that? Hold on. You see those butt cheeks? You're so good. Now the kind of buns I was hoping for. Hey, we serve all kind of buns here, right? You like a little bee bun? We have a little bee bun. Or I call them bean for short. Who are we gonna get out of this one? Ooh. Oh. Well, we got that one. I forgot what it's called. They got so many names. It just starts with a B. The animation turned out so good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Like it can use a little fixing up, but like this is good enough to look at for now while we develop this. I think it's good. These are so cute. Oh, we got the bouse. It's the bouse. How you doing, Fudgy? Wait, did the yummy sound not play? Because I didn't think I heard it. Oh. It's the Bun King. Oh, you heard the yummy sound? Alright, good. I'm not drunk. Gamba, take my money. More bunkings, please. These are going up by powers of 2. So, it will get expensive. Oh, we got the Bizzard. Or is it the Bugician? Yeah, it's the Bugician. I really want to make the Bugician, like, shoot out a little magic spell. Because, like, that's so cute. They'll just headbutt, which is pretty funny. You could be drunk, that's true. Like, I haven't been sleeping much, so it could absolutely be it. This is already starting to feel good, though, with them all attacking. Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, boom, 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 boom. The only question is, so like for these kind of games, they do this kind of rebirth kind of thing, which adds replayability to the game. Like it gives you incentive to start over and earn faster and more. And the question is, do we do that for this one? My answer there is I have no idea. It looks so nice with them attacking though. How are you handling the character count when the numbers go up higher? You mean like for integer, like when it goes too high for an int? There were some considerations here. I think integer goes pretty high in Godot. Let me see. Integer Godot. I mean, it goes up to quintillion. It's 2 to the 63. Like, integers in Godot go really damn high. So I'll kind of figure out this once we get there. I just don't know how the scaling for the game is going to be. Because usually it's... I mean, quintillion is not that high, I guess. This is a problem I'll eventually have to think. Yeah, it is. It's also... I think it's not that big of a deal. There are Reddit posts on how to handle numbers in incremental games too. And people had some interesting information. Like, it didn't seem too bad. Some people recommended using like a float. But using big numbers in incremental game. Godot. You don't really need precision once you get to the bigger numbers, because like whatever, nobody's gonna know if you're missing some data if you're at like a huge ass number. So you don't need to worry about like the lack of precision. Yeah, and this is how people do it too. Yeah, people use the suffixes. So usually in incremental games, there's the option for scientific notation as well. Or you can have these, the suffix. Usually it starts at around 1 million. But yeah. For numbers above 10 to the 308, standard palim log functions will fail, requiring libraries mentioned above. That's funny. I mean, yeah, in C#, if you're using C#, it has the big int class. I don't know how C# big int. Like I don't know how big it goes. 2.14 billion bits. This is 646.5 million decimal digits. Jesus. So those numbers go big. So let's take a look at the max number. There's no fixed or maximum or minimum value. I mean, there's got to be a max value, but like it's just so big. So I mean, the other option is to use C# and a big int, I guess. You can mix C# with GD script as well. I think you can have some stuff just using C#. That does work, I think. I think int is big enough though for now. If I have to worry about it, I'll worry about it later. It'll just be working numbers. Not really the biggest deal. So these guys are getting money. I have a very basic saving system, like super basic. So I turn it back on, it should have currency up here. It doesn't save any of the workers. So when it saves, it should get the workers that are going. Workers are expendable. These are at the moment. The Bugician. Oh, let's get the mouse in here. The mouse. And then the, let's get Coco's butt cheeks out of there. If I throw it in... Yeah, they all spawn in the last one. So I need to fix the way that they're spawning in there. Okay, so. Sour. That's one thing. I'm not gonna have that menu anyway for the long run. Is there a bunny? There is not. But I guess there could be. That would be pretty funny. A funny bunny. Funny kind of bunny. Little bun bun. Funny bunny. Bun bun. Yeah, I think that works. So I was thinking of how to rework this whole thing. So we could have, this could track your currencies up here. That's fine. I want to make it so when you click the book, it'll open the book. Maybe we'll just do that today. The book. Let's do the book. Because that will actually be the menu. Dun, dun, dun. Or honey. Oh. Oh, you know what? Not gonna lie. I called the bee bean. Been. And the name could, it could be no. Nah. I was trying to put like buns in the name or start with a B because it's super cheesy and that I roll with that. Like we got the Binja, the Byret, the Bouse, Magician, Bunosaur, Bunbot, Bunking. So this is Dex Bun, Cocoa Bun. That's a good one, Bunzilla. 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 Actually, I wouldn't mind renaming this the Bunzilla. Bunzilla sounds pretty good. Bunzilla and Bunzuki. I would not mind renaming that as Bunzilla, actually. Boom. Boom, boom. Let's rename it the Bunzilla. I like that. You got a good name there. You got a good name there. So it's like collecting little Pokemon, I guess you could say. But they're all buns. They're all friggin' buns. On. Worker. Data. Bunosaur. So we have all this information here. Bunosaur. Probably do need to save a bunch of information here, which I'm not really sure how it looks like in the save. Hold on. So my save is here. When it saves, it has the worker type. It's an enum, so it turns into an integer. And then I do need to have resources that have like a... What does the banh mi sandwich remind me of? It reminds me of Vietnamese food. What is the name of that? Maybe I'm wrong. Banh mi, there you go. Banh mi. Which also sounds like banh mi, to be honest. Me. I love those things. I can't stand the sourness too much, but like the rest of it is good. But like the half the flavor is just sourness. But the meat is good inside. So if they're like a little bit sour, like they're pretty good to me. But if they're too sour, like too much. Boom, 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 boom. So this is a resource, worker type. Bloom, 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 bloom. Bloom, bloom, bloom. So maybe the worker type. Maybe these should just have IDs. And then I'll never have to worry about worker type again. Bloom, 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 bloom. Let's see the references. Worker type. Worker ID. Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, boom, 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 ba-doom, ba-doom. I mean, I get the name from... Does it save the... I'm curious if it saves these. I'm just gonna see something. Test string equals... blah. Okay, let's see if this gets... Let's see what happens there. It saves. Okay. So it doesn't care about any of that information unless I update it, right? So let's go to stage. Stage? Stage. No, it's room. Once we load, player data dot workers 0 dot task equals yo mama, because I can't spell, so it's yoma. Yoma. Alright, and then this just saves this as Yoma. Wait, does it only save export variables? If it only saves export variables, then that's good to know. I think it does. Godot, resource, saver, only export variables. Oh, that's good to know. Okay, so if you're saving data, this is something I wanted answered, and now I have my answer. So if you have an export variable, that will be saved, but if it's not an export variable, it will not be saved. So this way you can work more stuff into your resource classes without having to worry about the consequence. So that's good. Because I wanted to put extra stuff in worker data that boom, 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 boom. Very good. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so worker type. So we'll have to save some stuff here. I'll need to rework these, so each one of these will need a they'll need information. Oh, and it doesn't save and export if it doesn't update, right? So like, let's say I now make this export var test blah, but if I go to room and I don't do this, save it, okay, and then we'll go to blah. Yeah, it doesn't do it. But then if I go to room and I do this and I run it, save it, okay, blah, and it should be, yep, there it is, Yoma. So export variables only get saved if you update them. Also good to know. That's really good to know. So I'm gonna test this out now. I'm probably gonna wipe my data. Let's wipe my data. Boom, boom. I'm gonna refactor this a little bit because like the this worker data class needs serious work. First of all, there needs to be a export variable for prize. Prize picture is going to be a texture 2D. Okay. Instead of picture, I should say texture. Okay. This one could be worker texture. Texture. All right. Half bun, half sandwich. All business. God damn. This banh mi don't waste time. This banh mi. I mean, the name actually just works as is. Banh mi like sounds like banh mi to me. Just with a slightly off accent. Is worker type even needed here? Ivy has good ideas. I'm over here like be writing notes. For real. Ivy, you said you were bad at naming stuff, but like, come on. I think you're pretty good at it. I think you're pretty good at this. All right. You see these names I'm giving them? I'm just putting a B in front of everything. That's it. I was just putting a B in front of everything. Like, come on. Come on now. Boom. So worker types. I was substituting these for like unique workers, but I'll just need like an ID system, I think. This will be fine. Export var ID. And worker type should just be like, this should not be the thing. They should just work through IDs. And then I can just go ahead and make them over here and be like, hey, we got some helpers and binga banga boonga. A binga banga boonga. Godot, add texture as export, but don't load until needed. What would export the file path as a string rather than the resource itself? Load image. Recommended method. Okay, let's see. Like, my issue is, like, what if the path changes? Texture path. Export file. PNG, JPG, WebP. Texture path string. So you could do star.png, I guess. Okay. Price texture path. So we'll just keep track of the paths instead. String. Export file, and then this will be star.png, right? So be around word. Paste that in there. Ooh. Why is this tune jamming so hard? It has no business jamming this goddamn hard. What are you doing, tune? I'm probably gonna take out worker type. I'm just gonna give them names instead. Export var name string. All right, so this is welcome to the Cocodex. We're building the Cocodex right now. So this will have all information about a thing. Dum boom boom boom. Yeah, this will just have all the information, I think. Alright. Boom boom boom. Boom 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 boom. Data. All right, let's do the. I'm calling this the Cocodex. All right, you can't stop me. The Cocodex. You can't stop me. You little game dev are outlining what I need in the menu. I can art it up. Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. So I'm gonna be heading out I'm going to in-laws today, and I'll probably bring a notebook with me and just like try sketching out some stuff and figuring out what might work. How you doing, Coark? Haven't seen you in a while. How you been doing? Just trying to figure out this menu. Yeah, I'll need to figure out like the whole kind of back and forth between the system to allow you to purchase stuff, and then, you know, the two kinds of purchases you could do, because a lot of incremental games seem to do that. Like you can you have like maybe a few different kind of currencies that you use. Some you buy some stuff to progress in one direction, some you buy another direction to progress that. There's like a nice balance between not too much and not too little. That kind of keeps the game flowing well. Doing fine, how about you? I'm doing good too. I think I caught a cold, but like it's mostly gone now. So we're good there in that front. I'm just a little hungry. You want to feed me, baby? You want to feed me something yummy? I could give some food. I'm doing intermittent fasting because I'm too lazy to get something to eat. This is my everyday. That's probably why I stay skinny. I just don't eat for a while after waking up. Gonna move off the Cocoa decks now. Oh, this tune is so sweet. How about you, Koark? You working on anything interesting? What is that? An egg? I still need to try out that egg over pizza. I just haven't tried it out yet. Now you mentioned. Boom, 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 boom. Worker data? Okay, here we go. All right, we'll start with the official Cocoa decks. This one will be called Cocoa. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 I think I'm gonna keep the art inside of the Cocoa decks. Actually, I don't know where would be the best place to leave this. Boom, 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 boom. Or would the Cocoa decks belong inside of the it should go in the worker actually. This actually should go in here. What is this? Worker GD. So this is dun, dun, dun. None of this is good. We have stats and stuff in here that do not belong. Heat leftover pizza, cook egg over medium, put it on top. I like to add that little hot sauce too. You cook it over medium, you get a little bit of that egg yolk dribble on the pizza. It sounds good. I mean, I just haven't tried it. Chilling, trying to learn new things. What are you trying to learn? That's good. It's always good to be learning stuff. Keep your brain active. I think people complain. They're like, yeah, I'm old now. I can't learn things like I used to. And it's like really like the issue is that you just haven't practiced learning in a long time. Maybe you do learn slower than when you were younger. But like, you need to practice it. Like learning it's like a muscle. The less you do it, the harder it is to do. Your brain atrophies. You get a small road trip, so that's why I disappear. Oh shit. Well, hopefully that was fun. A small road trip. I don't think I've ever been on a road trip. I feel like I wouldn't survive. I need a computer. I can't live without a computer. I need my computer. I need to compute. Beep boop. I'm gonna put the... I think I'm probably gonna sort it out in here. Actually, data. I'm gonna move this over here. This is fine. You die without the computer too? Yeah, like for real. Like I can't. This is one of the reasons I don't like going anywhere, because like if I go on a trip, it's like, well, now what am I gonna do? I don't have my computer. Like what am I supposed to do without my computer? I can't do the game dev that I've been trying to do. I can't play video games. Like And people will be watching TV, but like, I don't watch TV. I don't watch TV. I mean, I hang out, but like, what do I do after everyone's done hanging out and just like chilling and watching TV? Like, I'll just be super bored at that point. It's like, I need to do something that's mentally stimulating. I need to do something to stimulate my mind because my mind needs to work. I just can't sit around and just like, I can't watch YouTube all day. I can't. I just can't. Like, I feel like I need to do something. And usually a video game or doing some kind of development will solve that issue. Nothing else satisfies it in that way. How the hell does Toby Fox make so many jammers? Like, holy shit, man. It's impressive. I'm gonna delete this Pokedex over here. I'll just do this stuff over here. ID 1. We're starting with an ID of 1. Coco. Texture prize path is going to be a quick. Wait, we can't do like quick lookup. Like, come on, baby. All right, so we'll pull in the art for this. B-Bun. So we do have worker art. How about the Good thing I'm a major nerd and I'm always learning stuff. It took college classes just to learn the stuff, not even for the degree. God damn, you nerd. That's awesome though. I took nearly every art class offered, like learned new mediums, took every math class, all the business classes, film class, sign language class. Now you gotta take the anime. You have to stop by the Japanese art classes and learn anime art. And Dex was just like, no, I'll never do anime. I'll never do it. Oh, you did learn it, you just don't like it. I mean, it's gotta, you like realism in your art, and anime does not do the realism because all the proportions are kind of thrown off everywhere. So I can get it. I can get it. It's pretty funny though. It was one of the first styles you learned because it's easy. Yeah, I think it actually is probably one of the easier styles to learn, isn't it? Because like there's a lot of, with other kinds of art, you have to, I'm saying this in a very from an non-artist perspective, but like it seems like anime is all about just like getting perfection in the way that things look. So everything is like pretty or whatever, but like for other kinds of arts, like you have a lot of imperfections and you're trying to capture that as well. And the imperfections are what make it a little bit harder. Boom, boom, boom. Though I don't know if that's a valid opinion. That's just kind of something I feel. Boom, 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 boom. You can also enlighten to why it's easier. Boom, 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 boom. This is not working the way I thought it would. I thought there would be like quick lookup menu. I was looking, okay, worker and then prize. UI, prize, art, helpers. Easy in a way. There's certain rules to follow. Line work is pretty simple. The hardest part is portraying emotion. Or for some people, perspective. The free run meme is real. I don't know if you've seen. There was somebody that was. This was like the most perfect piece ever. Like they were trying to capture free run looking up. I practiced different faces in an angle, but it looks kind of weird. Like this was amazing. This was the most amazing piece I've ever seen. Hands on, like I love it. It's so good. It's so good. Like you can clearly see like they're trying, but like, oh my god, it is so good. They just tagged like a little face on like a face that's looking up. Like if you block out the face, like it feels like it's almost there. But once you put that face in there, god damn it. The chin is right. Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing. It feels like a 50% correct work. But the other 50% though. I love it. It's so good. It's so freaking good. I wouldn't change a thing. This is actually my bot's profile picture because like I had to change it. It was too good. It makes me cry a little every time I see it. Art helpers. We should pull this out. Okay, so I'm gonna do. I don't know what other pictures I'll need for this, but like. Where do I put the rest of this? This organization's a little wild to me. I love this theme that's on right now. Like this theme is so good. Oh no, I closed the thing. Let's just close everything, whatever. Close other, close all. Could I just go to like entities, worker, art? Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. This is the prize, right? It might be easier to drag and drop. Coco. Yeah, there we go. It's always awkward to tell people how much time I spent in college. Yeah, I have 0 degrees. I mean, like, you weren't there for the degree, though. So, like, it's like whatever, really. As long as you're able to just pay it off, or, like, you learn something that you wanted to learn from it, like, that's really all that really matters. Because that's what college is for. You're not in college for the degree, which a lot of people have the misconception. They got to get that degree. No, you got to get the education. Like, the education is the most important thing. Like, I wouldn't... redo? Where the hell you come out? Come out of the woodwork, play that sax, Squirtle. Holy shite. But yeah, like, people with a direction and they already have what, like, they don't need to learn anything. Like, they're set. They don't need to go to college. Like, they already have the career right in front of them and they're building it. But if you don't have that, or if you have some stuff that you want to learn and you just want a structured environment to learn it, then college is a good place to do it. The degree is just kind of something you get if you just go through the motions, but like, it's not like you have to get it. Boom, boom, boom. And there are a lot of people that say like going to college is a waste or blah blah blah. Like, well, okay, well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go to trade school? Like, do you need to learn something? Like, you gotta have some alternative options. You gotta know what you're working with. I mean, like, you don't need to go to college if you already know what you want to do and you already have the tools you need to do it. Technically, you do not need to go. Like, you could be a programmer, work at Microsoft, and never, well, I don't know about Microsoft, but you could work at Google or Facebook and never have gone to college. It's like one of those things that's just optional, unless you're STEM, I guess. You want to be a doctor. Boom, boom. Let's duplicate Coco. We're gonna make Dex will be right under the Dex. ID 2, the Dex in the Coco Dex. I feel like worker data should be its own thing, maybe. This should probably be separated from the level. I feel like the level is... This should be like all static data. You ever get a pinch in your chest when you do like a deep breath? That shit sucks. I don't know what causes that. It happens every so often. It's like, okay, am I dying or like what? Then you take like a deep breath and it goes away. First digital art class you took, you were clueless. The professor tried to stand up and say what we wanted to get out of class. I stood up and held the drawing on a piece of paper and said, I want to learn how to get this. Pointed the paper in here. Pushed the paper towards the computer. So I could do the art without the computer. I just want to know how to do it on the computer. Make me compute my art. Thank you. And that's a good question to ask too, because you need to know how you need to direct your teaching. Because you can't just teach art. You can. There needs to be some kind of direction in mind when you teach. It sounds like it was a good teacher then. Would this be the place to do it then? I'm just gonna leave it in here. Screw it. We'll figure this out later if it becomes an issue. But I'm just gonna. I'm trying to. My brain is trying to over abstract this, and I do not need to be doing that. I was also thinking of having shinies in here too. Wait, hold on, I'll be right back. The rainbow steam, yeah, that's right. The rainbow steam. Anybody want some asthma? Because I got a crunchy thing. Okay. I probably shouldn't be eating junk food for breakfast, but like, whatever. So we can have this guy in here. There's a lot of these. Insane. This thing is good. I don't know if you guys have ever had like the Japanese this guy. The snack I'm eating is a lot like this. These things are so good. They're salty, but like they're good. My wife bought a snack and it's just like that. Friggin' yummy. Just like huge, mostly air and a lot of salt. But they're pretty damn good. Umai. It says umai on it. I don't know if that's actually the name, but that means yummy in Japanese. If anybody's watched Demon Slayer, they might know that. That one character. Like Jesus. Hey, how's it going? Do I call you Gregory or I call you Knight? How you doing? You Godot dev? The Forbidden Unity dev? Or an Unreal dev? Or none of the above? Never had it, but it looks interesting. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm making some assets right now. Assets. I'm also snacking though, so like. Can you share your game theme song? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What kind of game is it? We just met. We just met. I know nothing about you. Tell me a little bit more. What kind of game are you making? Okay. MMORPG open. You're making an MMO? What the hell? You've clearly chosen the easiest kind of game to make. All right. Well, holy shit. What's it called? I'm not trying to show off my game, I want to show off the music. You made it yourself? You made the music yourself? It's too late now. It's too late. You pulled in. And now you must answer the questions. Wait, hold on. There's two. Alright, one. Wait, this one needs to be the Dex now. Dex. Worker texture. Dex prize. Boom. Okay. Made the lyrics myself and had AI sing it. Oh, that's like what Budgie does. That's what Budgie does. Write some lyrics and have AI like generate a song based on the lyrics. How does that even work? Like, do you have to describe the mood of the song too and that kind of stuff? I mean, yeah, it's fine. You can post it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we got the Dex bun. Boom, boom, na, 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 na. What I think about the song, I give it a listen. Oh, hold on. In the silence of the... I still don't know what kind of... It's all right. It's all right. You don't need to donate. You said it's an MMORPG, but like I don't know what kind of game it is still though. Like what's the theme? Etched in light, a hidden sign, 1,000 lives, but this one's mine. Shadows whisper who I am. Because like I'll say that this doesn't sound like game music. It just sounds like it just sounds like something I'd hear on the radio. Yeah, it just sounds like something I'd hear on the radio. One. Five. 6. 4. 1 5 6 4. I think that's the progression. It's like a general progression. I don't know if I got the progression right, but like it sounds like a really like common progression on something that you'd hear on the radio for like this kind of song. The game details? Alright. I have no idea what's happening. Why does the camera keep zooming in and out for the game? All right. This looks like super early. Hold on, wait. Let me keep that going. Something like, yeah, so like it's something that you listen on the radio. It absolutely doesn't match up to the game that I was seeing there. Like the style looks like it looks like what can you say? something that would be a little bit like an Elder Scrollsy kind of feel. So you might want to research into the music that they have in that game, like the music in Elder Scrolls, to see how they match the mood of the fantasy that's there, and you might want to match up more to that. Why an MMO though? Like that's such a big task. Not saying you can't do it, but like you're doing a 3D MMO, so like that, even a 2D MMO would be a lot of work. A 3D MMO is like the pinnacle of pain. But I mean, you're free to do it if you want to do it. You do you. And hopefully it works out. Boom. Let's create a new. We're gonna make. All right, so B-Bun. Oh, your internet froze? No, I was just saying, like, 3D MMO, you chose like the hardest thing to make, but like you go and do it. If you're really passionate about it, you get it done. But as for the music, like, you might want to look into Elder Scrolls or those kind of games, because like you see what they do for music, that because they have a similar kind of vibe, I guess. I was looking at the art and stuff, and it seems to be that kind of theme. So you might want to look into the music they do in those kind of games. I'm not even entirely sure I'm not even entirely sure you want a song that has lyrics with it. Because it's kind of hard to, I think it's hard to add lyrics to a song in a game without it feeling like it's just like a radio instead of a game. So that's just my opinion though, because a lot of game music doesn't have lyrics, like majority of it. But like if you do add lyrics to music in a game, like it needs to feel like it's telling a story. I think that's my feel on it. I don't know if this is true, but it's like it needs to have a kind of emotional depth that tells a story, or the lyrics could be the story itself. I don't know. You do you. You don't. You're not obligated to donate anything. I give opinions. So I'm here to talk. I'm here to talk. I mean, if you want to give me $90 billion, I'm not stopping you, you know? I wouldn't mind being a billionaire. I wouldn't mind being a billionaire, all right? Banillionaire. But we're making some workers now. All right, let's make some more workers. So we got, I'm gonna go down the list, I guess. Gross, nobody should be a billionaire. I mean, yeah. I think once you have a few million, like, you're set. Once you have a few million, like, you don't need more than that, really. Like, you don't have to work for the rest of your life. My game plan is to get the main character as the main character is the dragon. That's the main boss. Then you be a wizard, and then you go level up in the World of Warcraft, and Elder Scrolls, and then Diablo, all put to one. That's a lot of games to combine. You might want to focus on one thing that they don't do, that you kind of want to highlight for your game to make it stand out more than the others. Like, you can say World of Warcraft is fun, but what sucks about it? Elder Scrolls is fun, but what sucks about it? I mean, like the bugs are what suck about Elder Scrolls. Like everybody knows that one. And Diablo, I actually don't play Diablo much, but it's pretty different than the other two. At least from a controls perspective. But Diablo has the kind of, what is it? The randomized drops. It has those roguelite elements. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, but if I was a billionaire, what would I even do? Like, I would, I wouldn't stop making games because I'm enjoying this. I wouldn't stop. Boom. But I probably would be less cheap when it came to like. So if I needed somebody to make music, I'd just pay somebody to make music that, big name or something. Or you know what? Screw that shit. Small names. I would search for small names. Because big names already have money, all right? Small names need to get more attention, more love. You're gonna collect your revenue by deal. How are you gonna pay for the servers? Because MMOs need server in parentheses s. You'll need to pay for that. That's a cost. There's a lot that goes into it. B-bun. Worker, let's go ahead and make a bunch of workers. I'm probably just gonna make a resource. B-bun binja. I should probably order these, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rename this. Rename. 1 cocoa. 2 Dex. Alright. I'm a friggin' taco. God damn it. We're yummy over here. We're yummy tacos. You have the server already? Well, damn. You got the server. Who you gonna serve? B-bun. Feels like a solid 3. How you doing, Loco? Worker data. Bean. Throw bean in there. Or create a small business development grant, give it out to local people, help boost local economy, and I would start apprenticeship grants, pay people to learn skilled trades that are dying. That's cool.
Boom! Headshot!
Because FPS Doug, you'd be Batman. That is an alternative. But yeah, if you have that much money, you definitely have a lot, like you have a lot of impact locally or wherever you want to make impact, I guess. Because like if you want to push initiatives for like people to learn stuff and, do that, all that kind of good stuff, like you absolutely could, because you could fund it. You have the money. I'm gonna duplicate this bean. Okay, so 4. Wait. Bean. B-bun. Binja. What kind of game we're making? Oh yeah. So this is, hold on. It's a clicker game. Though you came in an awkward time because I just kind of screwed everything up. Which always seems to be the case. It's a clicker game with hidden picture elements. Can I find worker type under worker data? Right. Oh, okay. I can fix that real quick. Where's worker data? Here we go. Put this back in here. The GCIP. There we go. There we go. Okay, worker data hides in a global scripted class. Does it though? Oh. Okay, where is worker data? There's two of these now. Wonderful. No. All right, we're good. Boom. And then we go to stage. Hey, give me a second. I'm just fixing it real quick. I was testing some of my stuff out with the save system. I need to fix this menu. But yeah, it's a clicker game. So like, there'll be a picture here where you have to look for little buttons in the picture. You find it. I have it spawning in the same spot every time, but there will be like 20 of them. You get a prize from there, and then you can have a little worker that essentially earns you some currency so you can keep purchasing canvases and just keep going. That's currently how it is. So like I have these guys, and they all just kind of attack. Just earn you money. So it's like a clicker game. And you just keep incrementing on that. And you unlock more and more stuff as it goes. So you get furniture, and then you get like little helpers to help you find stuff. It'll be cool. Trying to figure out how to balance the back and forth. Is it for cell phone or computer? Designing for computer first. Definitely computer first. That is the direction. I'm working on my little database now, though. Where is he? Okay, whatever. So yeah, so I'm just gonna keep going with these. I was just building it out for each kind of button that we have. We have a lot of different ones. You back later? Wife does cook some pizza. I really want to go and eat the pizza. Oh yeah. Go eat. Stuff your face. I can go for some pizza too, though. Sharing is caring, please. Send me some. You can email me. Thank you very much. All right. See you later. Let's keep making. Why is this like this? I'm gonna delete this worker data. Okay. Let's just do that. Worker data. All right. I'm gonna get rid of this again. Actually, I'm just gonna comment it out like I did last time. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. We'll keep going. Boom, boom. Yeah, there's a lot of these guys. Worker data. Create new resource. I'm wondering if there's like a better way to do this. There probably is. There probably is. Coco. Oh, this one needs to be Dax. Dax. Bean. All right. right, so we'll put this for the prize path. This one. Prize. Okay. Next one is Binja. Binja! Worker data for Binja. For Binja, prize path. Worker path, prize path. So I think this should be the way it works, I think. I'm gonna try this out with the limited ones that I have here. Let's go to room. Let's leave that one. Oops. All right, add this one. Rise. So we have all these. Boom, so we could probably delete this. Boom, data.level 1. Pick random. So we'll need a prize pool. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. So I could pass in a prize pool. We don't need to set the worker type anymore. Texture is going to be the prize pool, worker data. Okay. Our prize pool is going to be an array of worker data, I guess. Okay, and then the prize pool will be set by whatever's calling this. That texture is equal to load. This will be worker picks data. Data, where's data? Data. Bloom, 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 bloom. Wait a second. Oh, we picked the random over here. So this is where the issues come in, because like I have levels inside worker data when worker data should not have levels. So that needs to be separated into its own kind of thing. Maybe I should have like a worker base data class. Maybe they should just be worker base data. Because this kind of clashes with what the ideology of what this is. Data equals worker data new. So worker data is this. I don't want to pull, and I don't want to get new worker data. I want to load worker data. So this will be data equals prize pool dot pick random. So this will be worker data. Okay. Data dot prize texture path. Oh, we could just say load. Okay. And then this would just kind of work like this. And then this would be data dot name. I don't know, man. And then room would have to set the prize. Looks like Junior's up there. Right, I'm gonna have to go. I'm just gonna save it where it's at. A bunch of stuff is broken, but like whatever. And in the middle of refactor for worker and worker data. Yeah, it wasn't that much progress though. I'll be working on it. I'm gonna bring a laptop with me, so I'm just gonna work on it while I'm out. When will I be back? Maybe Monday night for you guys? I think is the expectation. Could be earlier. I don't know, man. We'll figure it out. Hypno's playing Deadlock? Oh no, Hypno's fallen into it as well. Alright. Oh no. Yeah, let's go to Hypno. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Thank you all. Q's in there. Q has an addiction as well to this game. I'll see you later. Thank you for joining in. It was a pleasure. I'll be back Tuesday for me, Monday night for you guys, maybe. But maybe sooner. We'll see. All right, later.